where do we start? Well, even before we start, what do you observe?
It has an opening like a tin can.
Okay, so what else? What else can you observe?
Purple.
I haven't licked this thing. Go ahead. You know.
Tennis ball doesn't reach the very bottom of the thing. There's a string.
It has directions.
It does. Okay. And those directions are telling us to do what?
Lift ring up. Pull top
Okay.
off.
Now, shh. Listen. Cut it out.
It's compressed. Sounds like a soda can.
It was pressurized. All right. Now, here comes yet another research question. Why the hell would they pressurize a can of tennis balls? Keep them fresh. Now, we do have the lid.
That's it.
Oh, that's got a very distinct smell, actually. Here, somebody want to try? Don't touch the edges. By the way, the edges are sharp. We can easily cut somebody. So, okay. So, here, what do you got?
How does that soda?
It smells like tennis ball.
What exactly is that smell?
I don't know, it
So,
has a distinct
my
smell.
dear, you smell like tennis ball. What does that mean? Watch the edge. What can we observe now?
There's 3 balls. It's not hard. It's not.
Okay, wait. Take out the tennis ball. Okay, fine. Start simple, easy. It's 1, 2, and 3. We got 3 tennis balls. That's fine. What would be the next step to actually observing with the can?
Lick it.
Probably not. What?
Have a flat base.
Does not have a flat base. This is true. You don't have to cut it. It's clear. It is also recyclable. Yeah, that's what we're missing. The can lid had just a little bit of smell. Here, take a sniff of this thing. Here. Hey, for all we know, and always pick somebody to smell it other than yourself, because for all you know, that could be toxic. Yeah, you know, I mean,
Smells
but
like tennis balls.
yes, it
It's like
does.
light
It
sound.
smells like tennis balls.
It's like a light smell.
Okay. Now, we have that. Now, what about the tennis balls themselves? What can we observe?
They're round.
They are round, they are fuzzy, and by the way,
They have the
you should never really do one experiment once without reproducing it. So again, we take the lid off, aerodynamic, top, definitely pressurized. Another sharp thing, get rid of that. 3 more tennis balls. Oh, that's vicious. Yeah, give that one a try.
It's spent
I
less
can
time
like
being
smell it
open.
from here.
Could be passed around.
Good.
The top.
That's something to keep in mind. Now, wait a second, because what's the other smart thing to do at this point?
compare.
Compare. Why is one? Because they are different. This is championship hard court. This is championship all court. So, first off, is the stuff that was in it the same? Does it smell the same? What was the purpose of it being there? You know, because they are both, you know, both cans are Dunlop, both say 3 on them. So why would one be seriously pressurized and one what sounded like moderately pressurized? So, you know, and what was that?
Bounce of the ball.
Well, we don't know. I mean, why? There's a lot of questions now to be asked just about the balls themselves. Well, we can do a little one. Is that in? Okay. So this is from the championship can. This is from the green can, the purple can. Same bounce. They're both relatively stiff, which probably means what? Yeah, they haven't been opened. Could be that they're pressurized also, but how would we find out if they're pressurized? I've got to cut them open. So we move to the next. What's the matter? Okay, we'll leave these over here at this point. Well, luckily, you're in this class. So while they're sitting there talking about, yeah, definitely pressurized, because the knife doesn't even, the blade doesn't even want to go through it. So close this one. Go to that.
And all of a sudden someone goes,
What's the matter?
tennis balls in those chairs.
Is it gonna pop?
I don't know.
It's not
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna pop. I don't know if we put a flame to it when I stab it, if it would actually ignite. I don't know. So,
You heard that?
pressurized. Okay, so we'll cut through. Never cut towards yourself, which is exactly what I was doing, which is bad. What's the matter? Well, let's take some, not bets, but let's have some discussion about this, because we're about to open up the ball, which is something like some of you said you've never seen the inside of the tennis ball.
Still bouncy.
So, well, we're not going to try bouncing it until we put it, we take it apart. So the question I have for you is, what's going to be inside of it? What color? Shh. Wait a second, what are you saying?
Black rubber.
Black rubber?
Pale.
Pale?
Brown.
Beige?
Brown.
Looks like the inside
Brown.
of an Easter egg.
Yeah, it does. It looks like chocolate.
It does. Looks sort of like chocolate. Here, pass it around. Oh, wait.
Is it like
No, it wasn't dust. Here, pass it around. Check it out. I will take another one apart because, again, shh, we have to. Hold on. We have to make sure that it's not just a fluke that one is pressurized. So it's not a locking blade, unfortunately. Yeah, thanks for the tip there, buddy.
Heard it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly a little bit more. What's the matter? Come on in, Pella. All right, somebody hit pause on the camera for a second. All
Is
right.
that one the more pressurized one?
What?
Is that one the more pressurized?
I don't know.
They look
Until we put a pin in one of these with a pressure gauge on it, we won't know how much pressure is in there. But again, these are the questions that First Source Research should be bringing up. What is this all about? Why is this black? In fact, where is the other ball that was cut in half? Is this it right here? I mean, is there a difference? I mean, I see something pink there. Not only pink, but something that dripped, which I wonder why that is. I mean, clearly we can see that, all of these parts,
Maybe it was coated so that like the air didn't escape.
or if
One
you
of them's
look,
cut in half,
there's
by the
also
way.
a seam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you look at the seam, that probably means that the tennis ball did not start out as one piece of rubber that was just like puffed up. It probably means the two halves were put together, and maybe that's a little bit too much adhesive, which is sort of an interesting idea that, tennis balls are glued together. Then we have to look on the outside, because I don't see the brown around the seams. So what does that mean? Must be some other coating, but you can't see.
Because it had to
You
be
can see it on the other one.
So you can see it on the other one. Where I barely. Okay, you can. Yeah, on the seams you can see it. So what is that coating's purpose? Now there's also the other question, which is, why does this thing bounce? And then we go back to the most interesting of questions, since we've taken this ball apart already. We should probably have eye protection for this. Does not bounce once you take it apart. So structurally, what's important about the ball? Must be intact, must be together. Now, there is one other thing that we could try out, because we are talking about, oh wait, I need 4 of these, so I can't stab another one yet. Damn. I'll bring in another can tomorrow. So, if I stab one of these and depressurize it, but I don't cut it in half, will it still bounce? Is it the structure or the pressure inside? Now, look at this, guys. We're talking about something as simple and as stupid as a tennis ball. And we've come up with about 30 good questions as we've gone through it. What's it made of? Why is it this color? How many layers are there? Is it adhesively put together? Does it bounce this way? Does it have to be this way? Is it pressurized? How many of you even thought that, tennis balls in a can would be an issue of being, pressurized? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, it sounded like I was opening a can of soda. I mean, so we want to keep that in mind. Now, all of this we've done here, but let's say you don't have the resources. You don't happen to have 2 cans of tennis balls laying around. Where do you think you could go for this type of examination of an object?
YouTube?
YouTube. Of any object. Take your seats again. Let's take a look at this. because I got to